Fine students, today topic is finding out about craft protection. So yes, now we are here to gather informations, okay, regarding the craft protection. So here comes the questions in the first para. That is, what were the craft of the people of Chanhu Daro? So this is a tiny settlement that has been written here as compared to Mohenjo-daro. But you can see the large scale of craft protection at Chanhu-Daro seems much greater than that of Mohenjo-daro. Okay, perhaps taking up half of the town for this activity. So you can find a bead making factory was found at Chanhu-Daro. Okay, that then shell bangles, beads of many materials, statite, seals, and metals work were manufactured at Chanhu-Daro. So you can see they are solely devoted to craft protections, okay, including the bead making, shell cutting, metal working, and weight making. So come to the next paragraph. Okay, here comes the question. List the raw material used to make beads. Okay, and then what were the technique of making the beads? So here you can see that what were the raw material which were used as stones like carnelian, jasper, crystal, quartz, statite, metals like copper, bronze, gold, shell, faience, terracotta, burnt clay. So these were the raw material that were used for making beads. And what were the, if we talk about what were the technique of making the beads? So first we talk about the size and the shape, which were in the cylindrical, spherical, barrel shape, segmented. Then some of beads were made of 2 or more stones, and they were decorated and painting. Some had design. Okay, so using and the technique for making different beads are they were using different technique for making different bead was according to that material. If that is a statite, a very soft stone, they made a paste with the powder and beads of various shapes and were molded out of it. They permitted making variety of shapes. Okay, but when we talk about the harder stones, so it was not an easy ones. Okay, so here beads only geometrical forms were made out of such stones. So if we talk about the technique, so you have seen that it has been shaped, okay, or molded. Then comes that it revealed that the colors, okay, as we talk about the carnelians was obtained by firing the yellowish raw material and beads at various stages of productions. Then comes they were chipped into rough shapes and then finally flaked into the final form. Then grinding, polishing, drilling completed the process, and you can find the specialized drill have been found at Chanhu-Daro, Lothal, and several sites of Dholavira. So then comes the next question here. List the raw material required for craft production in the Harappan civilization and discuss how these might have obtained. So if we talk about the craft protection, in Harappa civilization was bead making, shell cutting, seal making, ornaments, pottery, weight making. So the raw material that required the same as for the bead making. Okay. So in the next topic we will discuss that how this material have been obtained or procured. So we will cover this question in the next topic. Here comes that what were the important center of craft protections. Okay, so here that we have discussed Chanhu-Daro. Okay, then come the Nageshwar and the Balakot, famous for making shell object including bangles, ladles, and inlays. Then comes the Harappa, that is beautiful distinct pots were made with the help of potter wheels. Okay, then comes the Lothal. Here was a major trade center importing raw material like copper, jet, and semi-precious stones from Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Okay, so it also produced large quantity of bronze goods, and then it exports beads, gemstone, ivory, and shells. And then at the last, Mohenjo-daro. Okay, so whatever the important centers of craft productions here is the Chanhu-Daro, Nageshwar, and Balakot, then Harappa, Lothal, and Mohenjo-daro. As in Mohenjo-daro, you can see seal, that was the bull seal, black seal. Okay, seal impression was found, statue of dancing girl, priest, and then the tool, artifacts, ornament. Okay, So these domestic artifacts were found in Mohenjo-daro. So here comes the another question is that how was the center of craft protection identified? Okay, if we talk about identifying the centers of protection, here we discuss the centers. Okay, the raw material and how they are made, the technology to make the beads, and then we talk about that how we can identify the center. Okay, to identify the centers of the craft production, so they look for the following. The archaeologist usually looks for the following way. First is the raw material. Okay, as copper, stone, shells and tools. Then second is the method of reject and waste. So what is there in the reject and the waste material? If we talk the waste material, this is the best indicator of the craft work. Okay, if you can take an example of a shell or stone is cut and we are making object from it, then the pieces of this material will be discarded or it become waste and at the place of protection, and these becomes the evidences also. Okay, so the finding of such materials at height at various sites help archaeologists to identify them as the craft protection area, craft of protections area. So whatever traces we have found, okay, in the civilizations, so we come to know that not only the small specialized centers as Chanhudaro, Lothal, Nageshwar, Balakots, okay, the craft protection was done in this small center, but we find that in the last city of such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, okay, were also specialized center for the protection of craft. Then comes strategies for procuring the materials. Okay, so here comes the describe the various ways in the Harappa procured material for craft protections, or explain the strategies for producing materials by the Harappa for the craft protection. So how did they procure materials? Okay, for material craft protections. So here comes the Harappa procured material for craft protection in various way. Okay, here you can see in a various way. So here we will discuss the two ways. One is that they establish settlement in that places where there is a availability of raw material. Okay, as you can see in Nageshwar, Balakot, where shells are available, and Shortghai, Afghanistan, lapis lazuli. And if we talk about the Lothal, it was the near source of carnelian, then statite from Rajasthan, and copper from metal like copper from Rajasthan. Here comes the another strategy for procuring the raw materials, and may have been to send expeditions. Okay, so this expedition they start communications with the local communities. So here you can find the evidences in the region of Khetri where they had procured copper from this region. Okay, so to what extent had the Harappa people established trade relations with the world, or describe the Harappa trades with the other countries? So we are talking about the international trade. So the archaeologists suggest that Harappa had commercial relations with the distant lands. Okay, they had established their trading settlement first in Shortghai in Afghanistan. Okay, to carry out trading activities with the Central Asia. So here you can see that the coppers that were found from Oman and from Harappa, they both had the traces of nickel, suggesting that they had the common origins. Okay, then a distinctive type of Harappa vessel has found at various Omani sites. Here you can see availability of several Harappa seal in Mesopotamia, and that of the Mesopotamian things apply amply found in Harappa, that prove that they had the commercial relation with Mesopotamia. Then comes, if we go through the Mesopotamian records, they mention trading relation with Meluwa, which according to some scholars is the ancient name given to Indus. And then in the Mesopotamian text, it speaks of Dilmun and Magan. So Dilmun can be identified as Bahrain in Persian Gulf. So Meluwa has referred as the land of seafarers in Mesopotamia text. Okay, then we found the depiction of ships and boats in the Harappa seals. Seems that they were external trade generally carried out by ships and boats. That all have mentioned here. Okay. Then comes the seal, the scripts and the weights. So what were the seals and what were the seal used for? So when we talk about the seals which were made up of statite, okay, which is a kind of soft stone. A few of them were made up of terracotta, gold, chert, ivory and faience. Okay. When we talk about, there was a standard in size, especially in square in shape with the 2 into 2 dimensions. So seal usually have a line of writing. Okay. Here you can see a line of writing probably containing the name and title of the owner. So they were engraved with figures of animal as unicorn, humped bull and buffalo etc., conveying a message to those who could not read. So when we talk about enigmatic script here, okay, so as there is a question that Harappa script is an enigmatic script, discuss. So you have to talk about that these seals. Then you have to talk about seals. What is seals? What are the use of the seal, what is depicted in the properties of the seal, and later it is undeciphered. So here also you can see a line of writings probably containing the name and the title of the owner. Okay, and there were some signs, generally an animal, conveyed that to those who could not read. As far the inscriptions are concerned, they were short, but the largest containing, they were having the sign of about 26 sign. So here you can see that uh, the script was written from right to left. This is the direction, the right to left and left to right. This was the way of the writing, what was depicted in the script. This was undeciphered till now. Then you can see that it was on written on various object, okay, as in the seal, copper tool, jewelry, tablet, signboards. Okay, so then comes questions that explain the achievements of the Harappa people in the field of technology and craft. So when we talk about the technology, you can see the use of the bronze, okay, the use of the brick which was in the in a standard size. Then comes the weight and the measures. So they proceeded in a series doubling from 1 like 1 2 4 8 16 to 64. Then they also had decimal multiplies of 16. Okay, so they found several measuring stick also. Okay, so these were the technique used by the Hadappans.